Kiss got it. Older means like Beans got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like Beans got it. Like, but I think I was anti-rock. So
You see, Jada used the wrong beat.
Huh?
Jada used the wrong beat.
He used more like a catchy beat. Which
He used the OC Big L joint.
Yeah, which wasn't a bad choice.
But that wasn't, I mean...
Yeah. But like, I think Beans edged him on this. Not by a lot, but he edged him.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why it's even, because in the beginning, Jada Kiss is like, you know, the champion already, and like Siegel's the contender. Yeah. So the fact that like Siegel was able to hit the ground running, kind of evened it out. So like Jada Kiss's respect kind of gave him like the fact of not losing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say it was even.
Yeah.
Cause like Jay and Nas is like, all right, both of y'all is like right there. So it's like it's just whoever knocks anybody out. So like Siegel's already like a step below Kiss at that time.
So pretty much he was Rocky.
Yeah.
Kiss was Apollo.
Right. He wasn't expected to do anything other than people from Philly. Like we already knew what we were working with. So
true.
Yeah. All right, man. So
I guess with that said, Kiss was my number 5.
Okay.
For artists, I couldn't give him the top 5 now. I guess for me, and the same thing with Fabulous. I think they're just these classic examples of artists who make really, really good mixtapes and shoot albums, but it never really translates to really, really good actual commercial releases. You know,
right?
I think in Kiss' case, and I'm not saying it was a bad album, I think he tried to do too much to try to please everybody on this first album. I think he worked too hard to get everything commercial. Try to do this, that, and to me it was like scattered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I mean, coming into this album, you know, people were anticipating this to be the album of the year, essentially in 2001. You know, he had the biggest momentum going out of any artist, even more so than Nas and Jay at the time. You know, this was supposed to be his year. This was supposed to be him to say he's the king. You know what I mean? And it fell short. I mean, it was still a good album, but definitely did fall short to all expectations.
I'm sure he went platinum, but
but
you know
what I mean?
It's hard to get that balance.
Yeah,
like you said, being mainstream and commercial.
Yeah,
you know. My 4 is initially, man. I had Foxy and Jada as a tie. I felt like Foxy Bird had a nice album this year. Broken Silence. Nobody's talked about that yet, but I had to cross out both of them, man. I had to put Outkast on there. They didn't have an album that year, but they dropped the greatest hits album. But they didn't have a live studio album. But it doesn't matter, man. Like Outkast in 2001 was a major force.
Anyway.
You know what Armand would have said? Like, yo, I didn't know they came out this year, but Choco.
Just because, like, they're so good. Just give them the Lifetime Achievement Award. Like.
Get the gun off the rails.
Just go ahead. They're so good, man. Like,
I'm gonna give. Let me throw James Brown in there. James Brown had hits.
He was really a rapper.
Look, I had to throw the Outkast in there. In 2001, they were still a major force without an actual album, other than that. Like I said, they had the greatest hits album. So they're my 4.
I put 4. I gave Fat Joe number 4. I think it was like really a renaissance year for him. You know, to be, I guess, almost out of the game period, because you ride off the back of Big Pun, and to get himself solidified back in the game and have himself hit singles, after hit singles, and show that he was so relevant. And you think about it, Joe really came back. You think early '90s, even late '80s, in a sense. I mean, rapping, at that point. But even to this day,
he's hip hop.
Yeah, he's hip hop. People can say what they want about Fat Joe now, as far as him trying to make more quote unquote commercial music. But you can't say that he withstood the test of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got a nice catalog underneath him that if he wants to go on tour on his own, he can obviously do it. I saw him in LA with him and Remy back in May. He killed it. You know what I mean? Good stage presence. Yeah.
So. No, it was packed.
No, it was packed. I mean, this is the right. They had like a little venue right across the street from what's the place that I don't think it's playing at? Staples, yeah, right across the street from Staples Center. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't make sure that the guy who artied before them not so good.
Yeah.
That's why we came in right there.
Alright.
For Fat Joe, he's the 4th spot artist of that year.
Fat Joe number 4. Alright, Kevin, yeah, last one.
I gave my number 4 to Jada.
Okay.
I mean, it was because of that battle that they were having going on.
Yeah.
Jada, I mean, his album wasn't, to me, a very good album, but I think Jada's one of the best mixtape artists, period.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Period. I mean, he's a beast when it comes to a mixtape. And when Don was talking about the "Put Your Hands Up," I didn't even think about that. Like,
I remember
that was a great song.
When that song first came out, I'm like, Jay's about to.
That was like the startup record.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I remember like Brandon Blake was bringing in the tape, like when a tape was a tape, and listening to the tape. Like, yeah, this guy's amazing. It just seemed like he was having a good time too.
Yeah, yes, that's a good point. That's a good point where Beanie was like more like, even though Beanie didn't, he wasn't shook, but Beanie was more like, Beanie was like, I'm coming at you, and then Jada was just like, yeah, I'm here.
I'm still gonna drop this. I'm gonna put a little flashy beat on.
Right, that's a good point, though.
Not the hybrid, and the bank is like my crib. The only place I feel safe is Commerce, HSBC, or Chase, and I'm working sneaker boxes. And them little drug dealer safes, just can't keep them locked. I spend what I can, rest to the kids though. Drop R8, hard top Turismo. Shit, look, fat smelly motherfuckers. Deep blower, trying to get at me, baby. I see you can't fuck with your man though. We get it on niggas don't need no hugs. We ain't emotional over here. We got knife work, gun work, we got all kind of work. We pay niggas the fuck up. See me when you see me. I don't wanna have it, yo, fuck you. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, when I met you, you was on my dick. Jigga gave you his old Bentleys. Now you want some shit. I don't know where they found you, son, but since your pops ain't around, I'ma punish you and round you, son. And niggas can't stand you, Siegel. Your flow is mine anyway, so don't bite the hand that feed you. Them niggas that gassed you is ass too. Trust me, them niggas don't wanna shoot 5 doors. They trust me, believe it or not, ghetto is mine. And when I see you, I'ma put your cornrows on the yellow line. I got niggas in Philly that been where you live. Fuck Scarface, my bullets hit women and kids. Worst mistake was trying for me. And you could bring a baby gorilla with you. He dying for free. I'm stunting on the disco beat. Use a fag. Your next rhyme should be on the Cisco beat. And I hate beans, but fuck it. Just gon' eat. It's me and you. Fuck the label. Let's go street. And your rap fans need me. I don't know why this nigga talking all breezy when Max Jam easy. Fuck what you think.
This was a time of punchline rap.
Bitch wanna label.
It's like Fab was really crazy on the punchline rap. And he was really crazy on the punchline. And these were like the biggest up and coming guys at the time. This was like the first rap era.
Right. Like Jay and Nas were more like entering legacy material. But these guys are like, we right here. Like, we young guns, like, coming for everybody's crown. Wow. Yeah. Alright. So we on threes, right? Yeah, my three is Luda. Like we said before, man, Ludacris just had a crazy run. He was on album number 2 at this point, and I was copping it. I bought this album when it came out. I was with it. I was with the movement. And he also, along with Outkast, ushered in like lyrical Atlanta dudes. And Ludacris is always one of them guys that can out, like, you listen to him and you think he listens to an East Coast rapper. And I think that's evolved everywhere. Now you got lyricists from Seattle, you got lyricists from Buffalo. But like in 2001, hearing the lyricists from Atlanta was like unheard of. Unheard of. So Luda took it to the next level where Andre and Big Boy started it. I think Luda took it to the next level. Drake could rhyme with anybody, but Ludacris really was rhyming with anybody. Getting on every remix.
I'll hop on this. Like, remember, Lazy Look, I don't care nobody says he stole that show.
He stole that show.
Like, you know what I mean?
Large peak and low blows. And then, like, the way his diction, like, Ludacris is not he's like a small dude, but his mouth is huge.
Oh,
Yeah.
The way and like you hear
he got a lot of power behind his voice.
Yeah,
There's a lot of bass and like he kind of he's kind of like dude from Public Enemy.
Chuck D.
He kind of like that's kind of his cadence. It's just like it's like powerful.
And you hear every word clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I want to go. Luda was also my top 3. He kind of slipped in my top 5 just because I knew during that time period I wasn't listening to albums heavy. I was listening to the singles on the radio, but I wasn't listening to albums heavy. But I mean, you couldn't deny the hits that Luda had, hits after hits. You know, between this album and the first album, and so forth. I mean, Move Bitch. You know what I mean? He definitely had those classics there.
He had 3. He had Rollout. He had Area Codes, and he had Move. Mm-hmm. Those were 3 top 5 singles. Yeah, like Billboard top 5.
And as you mentioned, like for Southern MC to say I could hold my own, with an East Coast rapper. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even like he was trying to project himself in a way like I'm going to rap on typical Southeast. Like I'm just going to rap on A-beat.
Oh snaps! Yo, he had 4. He had 4 top 5.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say Saturday. Yeah,
Saturday. I forgot about that. 4 top 5 singles, yo.
You know what I mean? And you gotta think about like outside of Jay, he was pretty much Def Jam's main flagship artist.
Yo, he saved them.
Yeah.
He saved Def Jam.
Yeah. You say Jay-Z was Def Jam, but he was Rockefeller first. Right. This was Def Jam's main flagship artist.
Absolutely.
When you think about it. You know what I mean? He was Scarface put on the label. You know what I mean? When he was running when he was president of Def Jam.
Right. And to me, this is not commercial. To me, this is mainstream. Like Ludacris, you cannot sacrifice nothing. You know what I mean?
But it's funny. He was mainstream, but he made commercial realize.
Commercial came to him.
This was came to him.
Yeah.
He didn't go to commercial. No. Commercial came to him. No. Like we can't deny you no more.
Right.
You that bastard child, but shit, you look just like me, motherfucker.
Right. Crazy phenomenon, but in his career.
Yeah.
Solid pick. Yeah. Solid pick at 3.
Luda. All right, man. So we
my number 3. I say Mitchie Slickers.
Mitchie Slickers already picked, and then Don was like, "Yo, who that? Yo,
Mitchie Slickers was start following some more reasons.
I think I put him on the Mitchie Slicker. I think I didn't put him on the Mitchie Slicker.
Mitchie Slicker on the file TV hit the podcast like, yo, you come to San Diego, say that.
Yeah. Not the shot. No number love for Mitchie Slicker. Look, so number 3, and this can be you guys can contend, or you guys can beat me up about this, but I think Cassidy came out with a mixtape in
the best of Cassidy.
Yeah, in 2001. Before he was on any album or anything like that. I think Cassidy came out.
Give him an artist?
Huh?
Don't put him in an artist.
That's a big statement.
To me, it started. Not that Cassidy had any movement, but what was I listening to at the time in 2001?
Out of the whole game,
and out of the game in 2001, I was listening to nothing but mixtapes.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you're putting Cassidy over Beans and Kiss for artists. I can say you said top 5, number 5, but to put him over Beans and Kiss,
I only thought about him right there at number 3. I only thought about.
If you said number 5, I would have said whatever.
And I pulled Fabulous out because I'm thinking, all right, I liked Fabulous's album, but I was listening to mixtapes in 2001. What was I listening to in 2001 outside of mixtapes and Jay-Z and Nas?
Yeah.
And Jay-Z and Nas I was listening to because of the beef.
Yeah.
So that's a debatable thing, but I like Cassidy in 2001. I like the mixtape scene in 2001.
I'm not mad at the mixtape.
I think it was the best part of hip hop in 2001 was the underground stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
I wasn't a fan of the albums. They were kind of good ones.
Yeah.
This cat's pick at number 3. You don't have a song.
So I got this problem on freestyle.
Look, bitch, I ain't feeling this shit. Any song that I'm on, I be killing this shit. Can't go whack. I throw packs, still in the bricks. I'm filling for 6 figures, niggas still in the strip.
You was a Ride or Die Volume 3 that song.
Bitch ass trash.
I think you was a Ride or Die Volume 3. Because remember, that's what says he had full circus.
So much ice in
That's when he was trying to put some of his